IHOP has Nashville hot chicken. I had to try this. What's going on, guys? King Shreds here, back into the video on the channel. And today we went to IHOP. Nashville hot chicken. There was no way I wasn't going to try this. Normally, I am not the biggest fan of IHOP, but when I see something that different, I said, you know what, let's risk it for the biscuit. They have 3 different meals, but I got their Nashville hot chicken and waffles, which is what you see right here. They also had 2 other menu items I thought were interesting that were on their new section. So they have a chicken and biscuit with hash browns, as well as country fried steak. Let's get into it. We're gonna start right off with their Nashville hot chicken and waffles, which, let's just be honest, it looks like regular chicken fingers with a Nashville hot sauce, and they already make waffles, so we know what we have with that one. But again, I'm not the biggest fan of IHOP, but a lot of you guys like it, so let's just get into this, bro. Here we go, right? I will give them this. They did use a copious amount of the sauce because it is completely coated. Hopefully it has a little bit of a spice level to it. Let's go. Crispy. I'm waiting for the spice here. Okay, scale of 10 spice level, I'd give it probably a 4. There is a little bit, but not much hotter than what you would get from an average bottle of hot sauce. As far as the chicken goes, I'm surprisingly okay with the chicken finger portion of it. It is relatively crispy. But let's talk about this sauce. I understand how Nashville hot chicken is made. I understand that you make the sauce using oil that most places make from they cook the chicken in it. But this sauce, as opposed to the other Nashville hots I've had, is almost annoyingly oily. It doesn't leave a pleasant texture, weird to say, as I chew it. I'm surprisingly, even with that, still on the fence about it. But I'm going to try it with the waffle. They have their IHOP syrup, which of course comes packaged, but it's the same syrup they put in the containers on the table. So let me get a little bit of syrup on this. I like these containers, by the way, because this is the top part, and it actually comes divided. So they didn't put the chicken and the waffles together, so it wasn't too soggy. So bravo to them. I like the innovation on that. Let's get a little bit of this waffle here. And here. There we go. I know their waffles are decent, so I'm not going to try it by itself. It would just be a waste of time. So let's get the chicken and the waffle together. Like so. There we go. Honestly, I'm a fan of their waffles, so that does help. But the same thing remains true for that chicken. I don't know why. Again, I understand that Nashville hot chicken does have a little bit of oil to it, but I'm struggling with that texture aspect of it. I don't know how you can fix that. It's crazy to say this, but I mean, I don't think it's that crazy. Comparison, KFC does a Nashville hot tenders, and theirs is better. But if they just did something with that oily texture, I would give this a lot higher of a rating because the flavor is there. I do wish it was a little more spicy. But again, I understand this being a franchise place that they're not going to make authentically spicy Nashville hot chicken. And I do get that there's a spice level. If I had this at a regular Nashville hot, for reference again, it would be in the mild category. There's just not much. I'm just getting oil, which doesn't really help. So overall, I would give this a 4 out of 10. It's not something that I would get again, but it's a nice little addition. I would just rather have their chicken tenders with waffles, and I would give this a much higher rating for an IHOP scale. Price-wise, I do have my receipt here, so I can use it as a good reference point. By the way, I thought you might find this funny, because I tell people that I use aliases when I order food. This isn't my phone number, it's IHOP, so don't be weird about this, but you can see what that says right there. Jason V. The Nashville hot chicken and waffles does come with a dipping sauce, which they didn't include in here. I thought this was it, but that's actually the gravy for the country fried chicken. Maybe I should have checked the bag, but not really the biggest deal because I wouldn't have used it. But it cost $13.79 for this. There's no sides that come with it whatsoever. This is the entire meal. Just for reference. So if you think that that is a good price, you can go ahead and order it. I can get cheaper at a mom and pop for comparison. This same meal that I ordered from a hot chicken place recently cost about $11 and was much better. But we try everything here, just not my recommendation. Let's try the rest of this. This is the chicken biscuit sandwich, and this comes with their gravy. It's there you go. No comment. It comes with their sausage gravy, and on the bottom is some crispy. That's their description, not mine. Crispy hash browns. Big chicken piece, though, and I will give them that. This meal, you got to work with me here, IHOP. You got to work with me here. This meal costs $12.99, and it does come with a side, and I opted for the pancakes. I don't know, it's IHOP. It's the International House of Pancakes. I feel weird not getting pancakes. This biscuit is falling apart in my hands. This might be a quick video, folks. I'm sorry. Ooh. Okay, let's break this down. Let's start with the chicken. I'm going to rip a piece off right here just so I can get it on its own. If you're going to actually work with me, IHOP, I'm trying here. There's your all-white meat. It is. You know, their chicken's surprisingly not half bad as far as the texture goes. It is incredibly salty as opposed to, again, not even fast food chicken is this salty. It's very salty. The biscuit, honestly, the biscuit's not that bad. It's not that dry, and it doesn't have an unpleasant texture. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna venture to guess that it's the gravy that threw me off. That is the gravy. That is again, I understand salt is a thing, but it's a bit excessive in this. The gravy is incredibly salty, and the hash browns that are supposed to be crispy are about as soft as a Boys to Men record in '93. That's not a dig. Look, they be crying all the time, all right? Somebody mad at that. It's all right. I still love you, Boys to Men. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to get one more bite just because, I try to give everything 2 bites, but this is, you can see it. $12. Yeah, that's a no for me. Yeah. It's the salt aspect. I just get salt. That's the flavor that I get. Salt. So that gets a 1 out of 10. And I'm going to risk my absolute stomach lining for this one. But yeah, got to do it anyway. Chicken fried steak. Country fried steak, some people call it as well. You can call it whatever you want to. Comes with 2 sides. And I got their mashed potatoes and their mac and cheese. I did get the mac and cheese because that's what I do. Let's start off by adding the gravy to this. I think I'm just going to dip it. See how easy this cuts too. Honestly. Okay. I'm not mad at that. So there is your chicken fried steak. For people who don't know, chicken fried steak is usually made by pounding out a steak or a patty of some sort. I've seen it in different ways. The real one usually uses a steak, but they pound it out so that it's really, really thin, and then they bread it and fry it like they would fried chicken. And it always comes with a white gravy. This gravy sucks, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try the steak on its own. It's very peppery, which is good. But same problem, it's also very salty, which isn't good. The gravy, as I said before, the only flavor that I get from this is salt. That's really it. Nice texture to it. Let's try these mashed potatoes. Yeah, they taste very instant. They do have little pieces of red, like a red potato in there. But, again, probably the best thing I've had today, which is crazy. And again, this is IHOP, the International House of Pancakes, but they do dinners, so I had to try it. And, of course, again, I apologize. I'm a very tough on mac and cheese, but this is the other side that it comes with, and it very much resembles Kraft. Oh, my goodness. No. Mm-mm. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. Give it a shot. Come on. Honestly, it's about what I expected. Not necessarily the worst, but what would I compare this to? This tastes like the frozen, like, TV dinner. The whole thing. And this meal came out to $14.99. For people who were wondering. Would I order this one again? No. No, I wouldn't. Overall, I give it a 3 out of 10. I'm just kidding. Look, if you go to International House of Pancakes and get things other than the pancakes, you're probably crazy. But if something's new, we review it. So I'm going to get this pancake. Why is it doing that? All right, don't matter. Let me get this pancake so I can just do something with this. Let me get a little. Okay. Little something. I'm not going to go through the process. Normally, yes, I would put on each individual one, but I'm not going to eat it all. So I'm just going to go with this, yikes, top part. And see how the International House of Pancakes is still doing with what they're known for, which was pancakes. I feel like these pancakes used to bang. Honestly, I'll still rock with them. Well, that I can work with. I never had a problem with IHOP's pancakes. It's just everything else on the menu, like literally everything else. If I went there, I would get pancakes and bacon and call it a day. But the pancakes to me are still good, which is a good thing. I know y'all think I'm crazy for going to IHOP and getting anything besides pancakes, but there were some inquiries about this. I don't mind. My job is to spend my money and try this stuff so that you don't have to, because you never know. It could have been good. Was it? No. No. Brutal honesty. The International House of Pancakes still does good pancakes. But the International House of Pancakes, I remember they tried to do the IHOP thing with the burgers. I tried that. Didn't work. Everything else you do is aggressively mid. Like, it's aggressive. It's very, very, like, in your face with the mid. I can't even, I tried with the biscuit. I love y'all. And I still will return for your pancakes every once in a while. Because every once in a while, it's the culture. But given the fact that I live in New Jersey and there are a ton of diners, not really a place that I frequented my entire life. But I did go from time to time. I don't know what it is about it, but I still rock with the pancakes. You know? Nothing better than, to me, sometimes like on a Saturday morning, back when I used to eat in the morning, was going into IHOP and being the only person that was under the age of 60 and just kind of getting a pancake. You know? I used to like their Harvest Grain and Nut pancakes. That was my thing. So, I still love you, though. I still love you. But this, you gotta, yeah, most of it just tastes extremely frozen. But I wanted to try it, and I'm going to try it, but I'm going to try to stay off the toilet, so I'm not going to eat any more of this. I deliver. I love y'all. This video is crazy. We will be back tomorrow. More content, man. I love y'all. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.